Hey, it's Jackie Bros.
Hey!
Showing
Dunlap here.
a Red State update on here.
This is the Red State. It is Red State update on here, Jackie.
Yeah.
On the computer?
That's always the only place it's ever been.
That is the only place it's ever been. How did you ever think when you were a little kid rolling around in the shit on that farm?
Why?
Did you ever think that you would grow up and be a part of something that exists only on a computer, like a robot's heart?
I couldn't have thought that. I didn't know what a computer was back then.
You ignorant son of a
Nobody did. It ain't just me. Nobody
There was
did what a
somebody knew what a computer, like some Albert Einstein.
Maybe
probably
somebody
knew.
making it, yeah. But other than that, most people had other things on their mind,
Yep.
let alone what's going to be on a computer and what it is.
What would you say was on your mind back then, back in them early Jackie Broles
Just
days?
make sure you get up in time, feed the cows. Shut all the gates behind you. Get back, get to school, get on, walk, get to the bus thing. But just all that, yeah.
How much of your time would you say you spent making sure the gates was shut?
Well, there's a lot of gates from a barn to, because it wasn't just my family lived on, well, they rented on somebody else's property, had a small part of land, paid it off. But part of what you did for upkeep, staying there, was to go out to the other parts of the land that the other people owned and take care of some of their animals too. So it wasn't just your farm did all that. So you'd have to go 16, 17 gates, and you damn sure better close one before we go through the other, because our animals just get out. Everybody's animals get mixed up is what happens.
How much money could you have made being a gate maker back in them days?
What do you mean being a gate maker?
Who made the gates?
I don't know who
The
made
gate
the
maker
most
makes
people,
the gates.
Most people made their own damn gates is what they did. They get a hammer and nails. and
just
build
like
their own.
with some
Well,
straw and some
people
mud.
didn't. Some people went down, somewhere, Nashville, TCB, whatever, got a nice aluminum, whatever, nice gate. Some people didn't. Some people just got,
Rocks.
wire and hammered together. And that's
Bones.
No, not bones, just wire and wood, usually, something like that, and nail to hang on, maybe some leather or something strapped, put around the post, wherever, all different kind of gates. So there ain't one this kind, and it don't matter what kind it is.
Well,
if you leave it open, you leave it open.
That's
whether
a pretty
it's
loose
expensive
definition of a gate, if you ask me.
Well,
Sounds more like trash. If I was a smart enough animal, I could find a way to get through what you just described.
Maybe some of them animals didn't want to. Maybe some animals like where they were just fine. Maybe some of the animals want you to close that gate just as much as whoever's property it was.
What? Is there an animal in particular you're thinking of?
No, not an animal. Some animals back then, I remember certain ones always wanted to get through the gate and get to going, and other ones didn't. Animals have different attitudes. One go this way, one go that way.
Yep.
So if a fence open, some may won't get to it, some of them may, not want to. It depends on, that time of year, animal, won't do the business of the other animal, that sort of thing. If you get that, you trying to breed a certain animal just a certain way, you don't want to leave that gate open for any animal to get in there and,
Those are my kind of animals, the ones that just want to get out there and get the fucking.
All right, watch your mouth.
Hey,
it's nature. Just call it what it is.
Nature
don't
fucking.
You think you're cute using the language. I don't like it. I had enough of it. I don't want to sit there and listen to it for another hour.
Folks, me and Jackie just got back from New Hampshire, which is a state in New England.
Cold up there. It's cold back here too. Not as cold as it is up there.
It snowed so many times on us. Danger, icy roads.
Yeah, you took pictures of it, so you can look at it and see it.
And me and Jackie spent a week solid just next to each other, me cussing, him saying stop cussing.
Well,
going to Dunkin' Donuts.
Just all they had to do was pretty much the same thing here, except colder, and throw Rubio in the picture. Or any of the rest of them.
Dunkin' Donuts don't make up for no Marco Rubio. Even though they did have that chocolate croissant donut, chocolate fudge filled chocolate
him.
croissant.
I don't want to say anything bad about it. I just didn't like something. I got that. I didn't I can't have coffee at the end of the evening because I'll be shaky. Everything else can't go to sleep. Now, coffee every now and then have it in the morning, but not that often either. I got my own set schedule. So we get Dunkin' Donuts.
Schedule.
Well, any schedule. Well, I just don't have coffee. It is the point I'm trying to say. You went in Dunkin' Donuts, get what was it? Give me a hot chocolate because I don't drink coffee like this and over here does. And a hot chocolate is greasy. Something greasy about it. It tastes like chocolate, but there's greasy. It's something about it. It ain't how I'm used to drinking hot chocolate because I ain't got grease in mine. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe that's how I like it up there. I don't know.
Folks, if you're a damn Yankee and you get your hot chocolate at a Dunkin' Donuts, does it taste greasy to you?
Something about it going down your throat, in your mouth is something.
Does it leave a film on your Yankee lips?
It ain't.
A greasy film on them Yankee lips?
It's like it didn't leave anything behind. Once you swallowed it, it was gone.
Well,
but when it was in your mouth, you had some sort of. Wasn't no taste because it tastes like hot chocolate. It's a greasy feeling of it.
The mouthfeel of it.
Greasy. Now, if that's how you like it, so be it. I didn't get no more of it up there. That's the last time I drank about 2 or 3. It's cold. I want something, and I had.
So the first time, let me get this straight. You went into Dunkin' Donuts, which will never be a sponsor now, and you said, give me some hot chocolate, and in your mouth it felt like a big hot chocolatey grease mass.
It tasted like hot chocolate. It felt like grease. Okay. I don't know how to describe it. And it was greasy. Like something,
Okay. So then you went back in, second time. I can understand that because you're thinking, well, maybe they messed up. They were fixing something in the ceiling. Somebody knocked some grease down in this pot of hot chocolate.
I didn't get them. No, I didn't get them all. I just had the one.
Oh, I thought you said you went in and got two or three
No, I had 2 or 3 drinks of it before I threw it out. I didn't get more.
I thought you went to Dunkin' Donuts 2 or 3 times.
Just don't start talking. Listen to me.
I thought you said you had 2 or 3 different cups because I could see one time and then a second time just to make sure they didn't mess it up.
Swallows.
The third time is the one that I couldn't figure out why you would have done that.
You say that, I guess 2 or 3 swallows is bad. The first swallow, you don't know. Sometimes things.
Yeah, the third swallow. Why'd you take that third swallow?
I guess that's how I like it up here. I don't know, but just to make sure it wasn't just that one. Somebody dropped something on top of it or whatever. Just it all tasted that way to me. Just had something greasy to it. Not the taste of it. That's just like hot cocoa, whatever you want to call it, hot chocolate, whatever. But the feel, just the text or something.
Folks, if you live in New Hampshire, sorry, and would you let us know if you think that your local Dunkin' Donuts hot chocolate makes your mouth feel like it has grease in it?
Maybe should have gotten 2 or 3 more different ones. Of course, we just kept going that same one over and over again. But
that's true. They could have been on heroin.
Well, every place up there had probably ought to said this on something. Every Dunkin' Donuts, every place had help wanted sign. Every one of them.
Yeah, if you want to work somewhere and don't care about your quality of life, go to New Hampshire and apply for a job because you can get a job at any store we went into in
any fast food restaurant. It wasn't just that. There was some tailor place or some vacuum cleaner place, whatever. They help on sign everywhere. Yes, like I said, everybody on heroin.
You get that check.
Bless your heart. Yeah, get the check and ain't going back in.
First check.
We probably ought to said this on the last one we did. I didn't listen to it.
I can't remember.
We were talking about New Hampshire. It probably came up. That's all
we were real
about
tired
while we were there, yeah. But we're home now. Have almost, what was it, a week? We're trying to finish up the Castana things. We're almost done with that. I'm going to get to painting here.
Yep, we're
I tell you,
almost done.
2 people right now is going to start painting again. That's me and George W. Because he ain't got nothing to do now after the night.
Folks, we're sitting here. We're recording this on Saturday night,
yeah.
February 20th, and we just learned that Jeb Bush has dropped out of the race.
I can't even enjoy that, though. I can't even have a good time with that. Because it was right toward the end. You already embarrassed your family. You just drug a name, the good good name of bush through the mud just as far as it could go across it. And then it's not enough. You know what? That's not enough. It's not enough for me to embarrass myself and my family. I'm gonna bring my mama, how old was she, 96, 98? How old?
I was 100 and something, I think.
She's up there.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Thank God she's still with us. But
she's at an age, like, when you ask, like, how old is rock? How old is dirt? It's just always been.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll put it this way. If we knew anybody that age, they'd be in a home and didn't have good president doctors. I'm not saying she don't deserve them. If you a president, you deserve medical
You've
treatment.
been through a lot.
These old people here, they don't deserve Obamacare. None of it. Trust me. I mean, some nice people. I'm just saying.
What do you got against every old person in Murfreesboro?
No, I didn't say it's some of them good people, and that's fine. I'm just saying if you've been president or you related,
they're better.
Well, they did something. They did something besides just get old. She was first lady, then she got old. But they got better. We all know that. Don't sit here and say that we don't know that they got better doctors than what's around here.
So you're saying the only reason she was able to walk into them town halls with her son Jeb.
Anybody else we know is 101, 105 years old. They all sitting in the home right now, watching TV, asleep, one of the two. And you know damn well that's true. And when I get that old, I'll be doing that too. I ain't saying nothing wrong with them. But you got good president doctors that'll get you on your feet and get you going. Now, she probably was doing that and enjoying herself, which is what you're supposed to do when you get old. Relax, watch TV. That's what you're supposed to do when you get old. Now, she was probably doing that fine in Texas. Good president doctors are not. But, you know, as soon as Jeb called, you know, give her some of this and give her a shot and get on a damn plane right now. That's what he was doing, and drag his mama out. Just shameful. So I can't even enjoy him dropping out because she, you know, it's not bad enough that she's going to be at home hearing what a fool I made of myself. Get her up, give her whatever kind of medicine you got to give her. Get her here. I want her to see with her own damn eyes what a horrible, miserable loser that I am. I want her, my brother, everybody. Daddy, all right, I understand. He don't want him here crying anyway. But get the rest of them, line them up, and let them look at me. I'm going to shame all of them. So I can't even enjoy him dropping out. What he did to that family. Pitiful.
Would you have had him drop out sooner or just not run at all? I mean, should he have given it a shot and then when he realized how awful he was, just say, you know what, fuck it, I can't,
I
sorry.
didn't have to say it that way, but no. I didn't like him to begin with. I'll say that right now. Now, I probably wouldn't have known too much more about him other than he was governor of Florida and he was his brother, and that was enough. But as soon as he started putting his face on TV and saying, Iraq war was bad. No, it's good. It's good. Mama, come here. I just make me so damn mad.
Where do you think they went wrong? They had all that money. He was the nominee.
And he squandered every penny of it, too. They should have known better than to give it to him. I don't feel too bad about them. Koch brothers, whoever else, all of them are rich. If they got money, if you want, the rich people are always looking for a way to throw money down the drain. So it might as well be that way as anywhere else. Of course, all I think they was doing is encouraging him, which they should have never done to begin with. Then his mama would have never had to get out.
This is a good post-mortem on the Bush campaign.
That's how I feel about it.
If he had, he was supposed to bring the Latino vote to the Republicans. He was going to, it was going to be legacy versus legacy candidate, Bush versus Clinton.
If that's what you're using to reach out to the minority voters, then something is wrong with the Republican Party. And I don't like to say that. I know because there's enough people saying that already. I don't like it to come from a Republican. But look, that's what that plan was. Now, we get him out there. You're going to get all the Mexican votes. You're going to get... Who said that?
I got to say, when Trump says he's going to get all the Latino vote...
He got a better chance of it.
Look, I'm going to speak past my privilege right now and just to put myself in the Mexican mindset and just say, here's Trump and here's Bush, And Trump says, vote for me, I'm going to build a wall, you're a rapist. And Bush says, vote for me, take a look.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go with Trump.
Yeah. I don't blame him. Don't blame him.
And then, because Trump would also say, hey, Jeb, you're a pussy. Oh.
All right. I don't
He
want to
would?
hear. I don't doubt he would. I don't like
The
hearing it
only
come out of
reason
his
Trump
mouth or
didn't
your
call Bush a pussy instead of Cruz was
enough.
everybody already knows Bush is a pussy.
Enough. I don't
Gendered term. I'm sorry. I'm just quoting Trump, quoting some lady.
That don't make it
in
any
the
better.
audience.
So now that Trump says stuff, it makes it okay to repeat it. Is that the way it is now? Because if that's the way it is, good Lord, help us all.
I'm not sure what's going on. I wish I could give you an answer to that, but I, honest to God, do not know what's going on.
I sure as hell don't know. When old Bush is gone, good riddance. Damage is done. Too late. Never oughta, shoulda, just. But now Rubio's good. They say Rubio's good. I thought we said Rubio was gone.
We were sitting on this very podcast, a week and a half ago, talking to a nice little dapper British gentleman, and Freddie Gray, our new friend, one of the few guests we've had on this podcast, he was on here, and he said, and we were all saying Rubio was gone. We were laughing that Rubio came in behind Bush in New Hampshire.
In our defense, we was actually in New Hampshire and had been within 10, 15 yards of them occasionally.
I was as far, I was a little further. Like if there were three more Jackies and a Rubio at the end of it.
Yeah, and if you was too, you'd think the same as we did.
There was not presidential charisma there.
No.
But he was very clean. He was shiny. You know how, like, you see like a preacher, like a young preacher with some ambition. You know, that preacher wants to preach at a big church, and he's super clean. You know how it's cleaner skin than on the normal person. You can look at it from afar, like from three Jackies and then a Rubio that far, and just tell that there's some sort of product they use on it, or he scrubs it with determination, and I just don't know, but I could see his little pink neck and the clean lines around his ears and that weird hair, whatever's going on there. And I said, this man does not have presidential ambition, but he could guilt me into upping my tithe.
I tell you, they all lucky it's so cold up there. A lot of them be sweating a lot more. And remember, Nixon, you sweat all the time.
Rubio sweats like a Nixon. That's probably why he's so clean. He's got to take 3-4 showers a day.
Yeah.
He is a Nixon sweater.
Yeah. But that's his best quality right there. That's it. That's the only thing.
He's thirsty. He sweats a lot. He has a clean pink neck.
Licks his lips all the time, too.
Licks his lips.
Yeah, I don't. See, that's right there. That's a sign right there. If someone, before they speak, every time before they talk, the word come out of the mouth. I'm not going to hear the word. I'm just going to remember the tongue going across the lip. That's all I'm going to remember.
Here's the saddest thing. Chris Christie destroyed himself, flew himself into the Rubio Tower.
Yeah.
And for what?
That all he wanted to do, evidently. No, I think that's what his plan was. I think that's what he said. Hell, I ain't ever gonna be president. At least I can take this SOB.
But he didn't take him out. He just.
Well, we thought he did. I guess he
knocked him down one night.
Maybe he'll get back in the race now. I don't know.
How do you go from two idiots with a podcast laughing at you like the loser you are in a snowy, heroin-riddled state, to the governor and the senators and everybody, there's all the political establishment in South Carolina lining up behind you, trying to make you the Trump-ternative. And then coming in a respectable second. We don't know that he come in second.
Look,
at this point, Cruz could still come in second. It's real tight between the two of them, gross.
They decided, look how long it took them to decide that Bush wasn't it. So if Bush was their first pick, what makes you think anyone's going to like the second one? If
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Now, granted, if you'd picked Cruz first, maybe you would have been. No,
There's
not
nobody.
Cruz, not Rubio, not Cruz. Nobody will pick Cruz. Nobody's going to pick him because
Their top three. Well, no. Forget Trump.
I try to say Rubio. Rubio number one now is what they're saying in a way. Kasich never had a chance in hell. Nice fella, seems like it. Loves Obama, but, personal, I don't
Everybody needs a hobby.
I don't see eye to eye with him. Other than that, seems like a nice fella. Waste his time. Unless he just wants to hug people, which is fine.
I think he does.
But it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't mean to say anything wrong with that.
If there was a place where you could wear like some comfortable clothes, get a hip old man haircut, sit in a chair and let people come to you and hug you, that would be a perfect job for John Kasich.
Yeah, and because people, first off, evidently, which, like I said, is a nice man, want to hug him. I don't know anybody want to hug him.
He would be my first choice to hug of all the Republicans.
If I had to hug one of them.
Number one, and the others ain't even close.
Yeah, I'd be Kasich. But nobody wants to hug Rubio.
No.
And, of course, you can't decide who to vote for by wanting to hug someone. You shouldn't use that as any sort of measuring on deciding who to vote for. Don't throw that into it because there's plenty of people I voted for over years that didn't want to hug. I love George W. Bush, but I ain't gonna run up there and hug him. That
ain't true.
Undignified. It ain't dignified.
That's bullshit. I call you on that.
If he want to hug me, I'd hug him back so hard. But I ain't gonna run up to him and say, "Come in." I ain't gonna do that. This time I'm gonna put my hand out, strong, firm handshake, and thank you, Mr. President, for all you did for the country, keeping us safe. And that'd be the end of it, if that's all he wanted. Now, if he said, "Oh, get in here, Jackie," I'd never let go. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't gonna run up somebody and hug them. No matter who they are, unless, No, ain't nobody know them. Ain't nobody I hug. Miss Bros, I hug her, but, she can't hug back, but I hug her. But I know you. I don't ever hug you.
No.
I don't hug anybody that come in the store. That's it. I hug George W. Bush back. That's all I'm going to say about hugging.
This brings up another interesting point of what has happened in the past week and a half since we recorded a new podcast. Trump come out as we were. Just after we left, I can't even remember. It's all a weird blur.
Keep up with what it does, what it doesn't do. What it come out?
Trump come out and attacked Bush. Said he didn't keep us safe on 9/11.
I don't know why anybody's surprised at that.
This Yankee.
How dare this Republican say this, and other Republicans tearing him on. Why does it? What happened to all those stickers used to be on every one of your trucks? And I guarantee you it was on a lot of people's trucks who voted for Trump. They had missed me yet? And old W smiling and waving. And did you go out to your truck and take it off a bumper sticker or what? Because you sitting there clapping when Trump says he did 9/11, his fault. He didn't keep us safe. And everybody just, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's up.
He did get some booze.
Well, good. I'm glad he got some booze. He needed a lot of booze.
But it's not like you're a Trump fan already.
No.
So he didn't lose. How did that make you madder at Trump?
Of course it made me.
Less likely to vote for Trump?
I don't like it when he makes it personal like that, but it doesn't surprise me that he said something awful again. Oh, my goodness, he said this now. He said he don't like veterans, that POWs,
right.
Run all them down.
Yep.
Who else he run down?
Well, let's see. He's run down...
Mexicans, first off. That's number one. That's how
Mexicans,
the ball started to roll.
Veterans, John McCain. He likes...
Women don't like a lot of stuff.
Oh, right, but Bleeding and Megyn Kelly. Carly Fiorina's face. He brought that up. You could say that's kind of sexist. Then there was a lot of Muslim stuff that. Or the recent thing about bringing up the bullets dipped in blood, the pig blood, the Muslim bullets dipped in pig blood. Just recently, he said maybe Obama would go to Scalia's funeral if it was held in a mosque. He attacked.
It's kind of funny, that one.
That is pretty good.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Every once in a while,
he makes you laugh.
No matter who you are or what position you got, how much you hate him, he's going to come around
I ain't no Muslims out there laughing at it, and I seriously doubt there's too many.
But I bet these Muslims laughing when he attacks Jeb Bush. That's funny.
Oh, well, yeah, that's funny. You right about that. That's right. Mexican people thinks it's funny when he does that. Of course they do, yeah. Hell, Bush's wife, she's Latino, right, as I say?
Yeah, she probably thinks it's funny,
Of course he does. She's wishing she could do that all year round.
So no matter who you are or how awful you think Trump is or how doomed we are as a country or how much you are seriously checking kayak for tickets to the Netherlands after Trump wins, he's going to make you laugh at some point.
Yeah.
That may be the key to his...
That's why he's still around, I guess. If you make him laugh, you know. Rubio, never once. Rubio ain't ever make it outside of drinking the water that time. Licking lips ain't funny to me. Some people think that's funny. It ain't funny to me. It makes me sick to my stomach. I don't want to see anybody do that. I can't think any of the other ones funny. Chris Christie kind of funny when he makes fun of Rubio. That's kind of funny. I like that.
Chris Christie's funny attacking Rubio.
Yeah.
Trump is funny attacking Bush and Rubio and Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruz is...
No.
No. Cruz understands, like, what a joke is.
Yeah.
But it never gets out of his mouth, right?
No. Dr. Ben Carson's funny. He's funny when he talks about almost anything.
He's funny in a way like your grandfather is funny. It's
not
really funny, but everybody
like
knows that a joke is being said.
He
and
ain't a comedian.
along.
I'm just saying, just nice. You feel comfortable, like, yeah. You know, like you see it. Old person funny.
So... we're looking at I guess we're going to do the news. We're just going to barrel through the news, and we'll do our sponsors, Jackie.
Okay.
We're just going to barrel through the news. Jeb Bush has dropped out, folks.
At 27 minutes, I see your number on there. 27, 11, go on, just...
We're at 27 minutes past the hour, but we've done a big hunk on Jeb Bush. So Jeb Bush has dropped out.
Yeah.
Trump is projected as the winner of South Carolina. I think that's pretty definite.
What the hell else talked about that? We knew that was going to happen. Yeah,
I don't know if it looks like Rubio is going to come in second. It's real tight. He and Ted Cruz are right up against each other, and it's real tight.
Quit.
Real hard
Stop it.
to figure out who's going to come in second, third. But it looks like Rubio's going to be in second. So a big comeback, I would say, for that idiot. Over in Nevada, that's where the Democrats are, Jackie. They're over in the great state of Nevada, Las Vegas, whorehouse town, cactuses. I don't know what else is there. Those places. And it looks like Hillary Clinton has beat old Bernie Sanders by a good 5 points. That could change.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still kind of early here on a Saturday night.
She won. Everybody knows she's going to win. Well, they didn't know if people were about Nevada, but I guess after this, it's where else is he going to do good at?
Who, Bernie Sanders?
Yeah.
I was reading something that said he may do well he does well in whiter states.
Yeah.
She does better in states where there are large African-American populations.
Yeah.
So I guess if your state is super white, you love socialism. And if your state has a large African-American community, you love Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
That may be broad strokes we're painting with here, folks.
I don't say that all about all African-American people. That's what some people say.
I'm just repeating things I read in an article. If you are listening to us and you are black and you love Bernie Sanders, take what I say and let it light a fire. Let what this white man said light a fire underneath you, and you get out there, not literally, you get out there and you drum up support. Jeez. If you like Bernie Sanders and you're black, I'm just going to leave it at good for you and stop talking.
Good for Bernie Sanders, really.
Yeah. We saw Bernie Sanders when we were in New Hampshire, too.
Yeah.
We were in the same room with him. Did that inspire you?
No. Was you supposed to?
That's what I hear.
Yeah. No. Just now, if I say Barbara Bush, my feelings would have been, that's an old person I would have liked to have seen, but under different circumstances. You know, I don't want to see her embarrassed. Bernie Sanders is an old person I don't want to see. Don't matter with the circumstances. That don't make any difference to me.
You're fine if he's embarrassed. So he didn't win Nevada, and he sure ain't going to win South Carolina. So that's 2 losses for Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
I know you don't care about that, but what you care about is the fact that Hillary Winton, because she keeps winning.
All right, I know.
So she's got 2 victories.
Like I said, I'm going to enjoy it while I could. New Hampshire was funny. Socialists beat her. Thought it was funny. Old man beat her, not as old. Rest of it's gonna be wins again. I don't care. I don't want to hit.
So we talked a little bit about Trump versus. So that's the current news. That's hot off the presses, happening as we're talking. South Carolina, Nevada. So the Republicans are in Nevada. The 23rd, in like 2 or 3 days. Tuesday, I guess. Is that Tuesday?
I can't figure it all out. Why don't do it all the same? People got to get out and vote. What, they don't want to run into each other?
And then Hillary Clinton's in South Carolina next Saturday. Yeah, that is confusing.
Just you Democrats do it like I do on the day you vote for president. You know, everybody goes. Supposed to go.
Why mix it up like this?
That don't make any sense to me. Just make it more confusing for everybody else trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
I didn't know Nevada was today. I thought it was next week.
Everything
I thought
right
we were just
now,
South Carolina. This is supposed to be our job that doesn't pay us.
Everything
and
right
we can't
now
keep up.
Is too confusing as it is. We don't need these states' help telling us why Hillary or Trump or any. I don't.
You know what help is just get rid of caucuses. Well, why you got to stand in a corner, vote, have a weird video explaining how you just vote like a normal goddamn American citizen.
Watch your mouth. Go ahead. Yeah, try just punch the hole. Don't punch a hole. Right. How to do it? Just hit the button.
I don't know.
Pull the lever, hit the button. There's many different ways.
Inky finger like in Iraq.
There you go. There can't nobody fake that. That's one thing everybody's got right there.
Don't caucuses on different days. Like caucuses couldn't get worse. Have them on different days. Folks, we did a Kickstarter and we're grateful for your money and that we're back and we're covering this election, but states don't need to make it harder for us. We are barely holding on as it is.
Yep.
Doing a podcast, filming it, doing a video a week. We went to New Hampshire, and then we get back, and they pull this shit with a caucus, and then there's another one on the 23rd. Like, who? Why? It's like it's personal against us.
Yeah. I knew we were going to have to do a little of this or that. You know, everybody kind enough send us that money in, but this is ridiculous. I can't sit in front of a computer and
no, we don't. You're
get
not
more confused.
You're not tuning in to hear us whine. I just hope that you will agree with us that caucuses are dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And states need to have Republican, Democrat things on the same damn day.
Right.
And you're not special.
Why does one come before the other? You see what you're saying? You make people think this or that. Just,
South Carolina's like, well, I don't see why we can't have one on this day. Because everybody else does it the normal way.
Yeah.
South Carolina, you're not special. If anything, you are worse. And then you're like, well, let's split it up. No. Why doesn't somebody just stand up and say, no, South Carolina, you idiot, do it the right way?
Yeah.
Nevada, you are lucky you are a state. You are a wasteland with the first place God will smite right there at the bottom of your state.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do, well, we'll have this on one day, and then 3 days later, who gives a shit? You're drama queen. Just do it one fucking normal day.
Watch him out. I know. I agree with the sentiment. I don't need any language.
You think Nate Silver can keep up with all these damn polls and who's coming in here and also what day the shit is on?
Who?
Make it easier for Nate Silver, for Christ's sakes. So also we got Trump versus Bush, 9/11. We brought that up.
Yeah.
Trump versus the Pope. Trump got into a fight with the Pope.
How's that surprising to anybody? That's par for the course, isn't it? As I say,
Trump is basically Godzilla. If there is another monster, he's gonna get in a fight with it.
Yeah.
So Trump, the Pope, I guess the Pope kind of started it because the Pope said if people are interested.
He did, and let's just go ahead and admit it. Now, I know this Pope here is a liberal Pope. Catholic people mad at me as it is for a bunch of stuff I don't understand.
Here in Murfreesboro in Catholic Town, they hate Jackie because he stood up.
I don't know how. I didn't stand up. I stood up and walked out. That's what I did. I had smoked a cigarette.
At a funeral.
Stay in there and stand up, sit down.
Long time simmering feud.
That's not how God wants.
In Murfreesboro's Catholic
Good Lord knows that I work all damn week, and if I go to church on Sunday, I worked all week. He don't want me standing up and down. He wants me to relax and get the gospel that way. That's how. I don't need no priest telling me stand up, sit down.
There are theologians who say that if you're tired from standing up and standing down, you're not as receptive to the gospel as if you're sitting down relaxed.
Well, some people say if you let the snake bite you, you don't, know if God's talking to you or not. I don't.
I just think that those I like a good relaxed church. I'd like to go to a Jimmy Buffett church where you're wearing shorts and a shirt, barefoot.
And that old cheeseburger in paradise.
Cheeseburger in paradise. Paradise is already in the name of the song.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett would be a great preacher.
If he,
change his life.
I hope he'd turn it around. Yeah,
change
he can't be drinking tequila every day down there, whatever is that.
No.
Get it, get yourself together. There's still time. It's never too late.
Let me just say, if Jimmy Buffett started a cult, that would be a great, fun cult. Full of old, fun couples. Trump Muslim bullets. We actually went through a list of this real fast, just saying all the people Trump has gotten mad at us. Trump quoted this old email talking about this. Not even going to finish. Scalia, though. We could talk about Scalia.
Yep.
Supreme Court. We got a vacancy on the Supreme Court, folks.
Good Lord. Good Lord, man. I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
Do you think there's some people that the people are right who say, like Ted Cruz, that says Obama should not appoint someone, that we should let the new president coming in?
Looking forward to. He can't wait to do it. And then all these Republicans will try to stop him, and they'll look stupid trying to do it because they ain't thought this through. See, I give him this. Now, that's one thing about Rubio I agree with. He says Obama's smart. Like everybody else says, don't know what he's doing. And Rubio says, no, he's smart. He is smart. He's turning this country. What did Rubio say? That's basically it. He knows what he's doing. He's ruining the country on purpose.
Right.
Not just because I don't know what I'm doing. No, he knows what he's doing.
Other people, I guess, are saying Obama's just stupid.
And sometimes it seems that way, but that's a good act on his part, I think, on Obama's part. To look dumb. Because I know he knows what he's doing. He's tearing this country piece by piece. He just sees it that way. He sees it, America being number 5, 6 on the scale of all the best countries. Maybe even lower. Maybe even lower than 5 or 6. I don't know.
What countries do you think he thinks are better than us?
Oh, hell. He says them all the time, don't he? That they don't get shot up. They're better than us. They got health care. They're better than us. He just goes down the list. That's all he's done since he took office. Oh, they got Ebola. They're better than us. They can come over here whenever they want. Name a country he ain't said is better than us, besides maybe Russia.
Maybe Russia. Maybe some fictional lands.
Yeah. Anyway, he's going to be real smart and figure out how it's going to be a big chess game. It's a chess game, but except where they scream a lot. That's what we're going to have to look at for maybe a year or so. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. But they've been liberal for how long now anyway? They're doing this and that. I'm not going to say anything in particular. I ain't going to upset anyone or this. But they already making choices. Obamacare, all right, I'm going to say it. Obamacare, they already did that. Scalia couldn't stop that, so, I mean, what the hell? What does it matter? Supreme Court's already liberal as far as I'm concerned.
But it could get liberalier. Because then they'll start bringing cases like, oh, well, now we got a liberally or Supreme Court, so let's bring like this case.
All right.
Where we throw Republicans in jail.
It's already ruined. If the country's so ruined that people want to give it over to Donald Trump, then we know it's over. It's like, what does it matter? He can do it. He can take it outside, go to the bathroom on it. It don't make any difference. Do whatever you want.
Donald Trump go to the bathroom on it? Who go to the bathroom on it?
On the country.
Who, Donald Trump go to the bathroom on it?
All right, yeah. Just trying to say they don't care what. If you want, he can't mess it up anymore than Obama, I guess, is what they're saying. But just there's nobody
That's funny.
worth it.
Him being real big over the whole country, go back.
All right. I didn't mean it like that. Just how people's attitudes are.
That's funny.
So we'll see what happens with that. I like what I heard from some Judge Scalia. I don't know all of his sayings and everything, but everybody said he's real smart and funny, but didn't like gay people minorities. That's basically what people said, right? I don't like those things about him. I'm not saying that, but they're real smart and, believing in have strong, firm beliefs. I respect that, yeah.
Well, he's dead now, so I don't guess it really matters.
No.
He's going on. Apple is saying no to the FBI. The FBI wants to get into your phone, Jackie. The FBI.
If I was a terrorist, I wouldn't want them in my phone, but I'm not a terrorist, so it's okay. I don't mind them looking at whoever's phone. If you're going to have something that stupid in your pocket going off all the time, let the FBI look at it all day and night. I don't care. And if it's a terrorist, that's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to get in. George W. Bush did that, kept it safe, looking at everybody's phone, looking at everybody's house. If they're doing something, drag them out, waterboard them, pull the fingernails out, do what you got to do, keep it safe.
You sound like Trump. Trump's in favor of torture. He's not sure if waterboarding is torture.
He don't. Even if he did like torture, he ain't gonna do it as good or in the right way that George W. Bush did it.
Now, is Trump in favor of Apple, of the FBI getting out? He is. He thinks FBI. Yeah. He's like, Apple, who do they think they are? That's right.
Well, I agree with Trump on that. That's not necessarily something funny he said, but it's something I agree with. If what are you friends of the terrorists? Is that what Apple said? No, these are terrorists. We can't let you
Siri,
look in their phone.
Are you friends with the terrorist?
Don't answer.
I can't answer that.
See?
There you go.
There you go.
That's proof. If that
now, who
proof,
couldn't answer, are you friends with the terrorist?
Obama.
Because
Obama and the phone.
Because you would just say, no, I'm not friends with a terrorist. You wouldn't even need to deny. I mean, you wouldn't.
That's the easiest.
Need to dance around that.
That's the easiest question anybody can answer. You either are or you ain't. And I'd hope that you ain't friends with a terrorist.
Obama's going to go to Cuba?
Yeah, well, big surprise there. He can stay there. They can keep.
That's where Jimmy Buffett should open up that church.
No, he needs to stay out of Cuba. He don't need to be down there. That's that. Obama go down to Cuba, stay there for the rest of the. He'll probably come back. That's who he'll appoint. He'll bring somebody back from Cuba. So I'm going to make him Supreme Court.
Like Fidel Castro?
If he's still alive?
We're not sure.
Yeah, nobody knows. If Barbara Bush is alive, there's a good chance.
She should be Supreme Court Justice?
Well, yeah, I don't mind that at all. I'm just saying Fidel Castro probably alive too if she is.
I see.
But she'd make a fine. I think she'd make a fine.
She would be a good Supreme Court
She'd look
Justice.
good in the robes.
Well, we know she can still walk, which isn't a prerequisite, but, it just helps you look more justice-like. Striding around, them black robes flapping in the breeze. We know that some doctor injected something into her leg muscles that got her up, strutting around. And Jeb Bush is perfect, you guys. She's gonna look great.
So mad. If they can put something in her to make her walk around for him, they should put something in her to make her walk around for America, and that'd be her sitting on the Supreme Court. Sick to my stomach.
If she had slipped on that ice, she would have broken into a million pieces.
You know
like
how
a
cold it
cheap
was?
McDonald's Muppet glass.
It was cold and slippery and
Folks, you
rainy.
had to be there to feel it.
How horrible it was.
And
yeah.
Jackie and I am young and spry and in full of youthful vigor. This woman is the opposite of all those things. And she was out there with that wind cutting through that paper-thin skin.
What's the temperature up there, Jeb? Oh, you like it. It's fine. You'll be fine. Just shut up and get your butt up here. Makes me so sick to my damn stomach.
We want to make him mad, but I think he'd just be more harried and snapping at everybody. Like, what's the temperature, Jeb? Like, what are you asking me all these questions for? I'm trying to win an election, Mama.
Yeah. Give her the pills that make her where she just says my Jeb's a good boy. Just that's all I want coming out of her mouth.
Can you do this for me or not, Mama? George rolling himself out of the room. I can't stand to hear this again.
Just go up there with him. So he'll just give us a little bit of peace.
What do you think him and George W. Bush talk about? I cannot imagine.
I don't think the Papa talk about much at all.
A conversation between these two men who are supposed to be brothers. I cannot imagine them sitting down talking like friends or strangers. Like, I can't imagine them talking, period, and then with some sort of brotherly camaraderie. It just doesn't seem to, it doesn't fit.
No.
So that's the news. Oh, the Rutherford County Sheriff has been making some national news. He said
he's mad because of Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl, Beyonce performed.
No, he's mad because he got shot at. Someone shot.
Yes, that's what made him mad.
Shot at his house, and he said in the Super Bowl, which I didn't see this, so I don't know who is she.
Beyonce.
She's a singer, right?
She's a singer,
Yeah.
yes.
I got up getting
a dancer, a performer, I'd say. Superstar.
I ain't watched a halftime show since I can't remember.
I don't know if he
Lee
was.
Greenwood did one.
Did he? Well, you sure that was a Super Bowl or something on GAC?
Either way, it was good. I tell you that much right now. But I ain't seen one forever. I don't care about it. It's just a bunch of fireworks. Somebody sing a song I don't know. So I didn't see this. I don't know what he's talking about. But he said, what she got on there and told everybody to shoot up his house.
I think that's what he's implying.
Yeah.
Beyonce told everybody to shoot up the house of Rutherford County Sheriff.
Yeah. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
I don't know if it was the Super Bowl or the video she put out right after the Super Bowl.
Probably in both.
It might have been in both.
He said that she told everybody to go
to
his house.
Beyonce's fault that somebody shot at his house. Here's what I'm going to say: people shoot at cops' houses all the time. Black, white. If you're a cop and you have a house, it's going to get shot at. If you arrest people and that some of those people have guns and do meth, eventually they're going to drive by your house and they're likely to take a shot at it.
Yeah.
This has been going. I remember this happening since I was a kid. Police, cops, houses get shot at. I don't think it's a race thing. It's not a Beyonce thing. It's more of arresting people who have tempers and bad judgment enough to get arrested thing.
Yeah. And guns.
Guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, also the guns.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess he's implying that it's black people who shot at his house if he's bringing up Beyonce. I mean, white people hate cops too, and white people hate cops until black people hate cops. Then things get complicated. Like, I'm sure this was a white person probably that shot at this cop's house.
Around here, more than likely.
More than likely it was a white person. That white person that shot at this cop's house probably agrees with him about black people. things are complicated in the South right now. There's where that son of a bitch lives. And then he hears like, yeah, and Beyonce, they shouldn't allow that on TV.
Well, he's right about that. Yeah. That's what they say. I ain't saying one way or the other. Yeah.
Oh, you know what else we forgot to talk about is the Charlie Daniels letter.
Oh, yeah, Charlie Daniels wrote a good letter to Obama. All these people who's supposed to be Mitch McConnell, like, well, I'll show Obama this, and I'll say this. All these people who were supposed to, there used to be a time if you run for something and you held an elected, if you was elected official, you should be good at writing things, right? Letters and such. That's what you should be good at.
You had to write.
You had to write at least your name and everything,
And with the feather they wrote.
That's right. Back then they did. Nowadays, none of them write anything near as good as Charlie Daniels.
His songs or this letter?
Well, both. But this letter in particular is what I was talking about right now. He wrote a letter to Obama. Well, he didn't write it to Obama. He wrote it to all of our enemies. See, that's how he wrote it to
Was Obama included in that list?
Well, he might as well be. See, that's how smart he is. He's right. You talk about Obama playing chess, trying to figure out somebody. Put Charlie Daniels. Somebody put him on the Senate because he talks to all our enemies, but he's really talking to Obama. He's smart. That's a smart letter that he wrote.
Yeah, that's splitting hairs, really.
What?
Obama enemies.
Well,
what did he say in the letter? He just said, y'all think America's one way because you only see Obama.
You see him up there saying, I don't, y'all do whatever you want, and I ain't going to, don't worry about us. We'll stay out of it. ISIS, you go on to Russia, that's fine. It's a election year, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's what he's saying all them say, which, why wouldn't they? He's right about that. First off, that's the first part of the letter. It's good, right?
Yep.
But he says, you try to come over here, and you come talk to me, and the people up and down the block from me, and people living in my neck of the woods, so to speak.
Which is where? Mount Juliet?
Yeah, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, yeah. I guess all resound. Most of
on the lake?
Well, I don't know if he lives on the lake. I don't think he lives on the lake. But he's saying we ain't gonna take it. We're not, and that letter's proof of it right there. The letter's proof in and of itself. Him writing
right. He wrote a letter, so he's not taking it.
He ain't scared. No, he ain't scared of none of them.
Some of that's from a song of his. Now, you just go and lay your hand on a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Yeah.
And I think you'll finally come to understand. Because you never did think that it ever would happen again. Never did think that it ever would happen again. We damn sure fooled you.
It's a good song, yeah.
It is a good song.
Good song.
That's kind of a reworking of that song.
If he wants to just, now I'm going to say this right now. I love his music, and I hope he puts out more music, does, some songs like the old ones that were good, those Willie Swamp,
Mm-hmm.
That one down Georgia. Good songs. If he did some songs like that, it's either that or just writing letters to our enemies. I would say just twilight years, just keep writing letters.
If he put out a album called "To Our Enemies" and all the songs were different songs, like different ones of our enemies,
good. One North Korea, one Russia, that'd be the best. Somebody get to him right now.
He's on Twitter.
Far be it for me to write him a letter because I wouldn't know where to begin. But if somebody is good at that sort of thing, if you're good at letter writing, start writing Charlie Daniels right now. Tell him to write more letters, and then maybe make a song of it later.
Yeah, I think we got through all the news.
That is.
Charlie Daniels' letter. Now all we got to do is our sponsors.
I got a good sponsor this week. I'm going to do mine. Give me $25. And I tell you what, around here in Murfreesboro, we always got lots of good restaurants. Pretty much every restaurant there is. Well, not everyone is, but most of them around here.
Most of the good ones.
Yeah, if you hungry and you can't decide what to eat after you drive up and down everywhere, you'll have, 100 something choices, something like that. anything.
At least.
Yeah, Hardee's, Zaxby's.
And those are real
Applebee's.
restaurants. I ain't counting the things like Jackie
Old
serves,
Charlie's,
fake restaurants where
all
some
these
old
places.
man scrapes meat out of
Well,
a
no, it ain't no fake
burnt
restaurant. I wouldn't
barrel.
call what I said it's a market, barbecue stand and market. It ain't a restaurant. That's different. Restaurants got, just where you sit down. You can sit down and eat here too, but it's not. It ain't gonna be as nice in a place like that. I admit that. But you come here for whatever reasons. Maybe you don't like being in a place with putting on airs that's fancy. Maybe you just won't sit at a regular little card table or fold out chairs. Maybe that's plenty for you. Maybe that's all you need. That good barbecue and a cold beer may be all that you need. So, well, have a sponsor.
You're talking about a new restaurant?
Oh, no, brand new restaurant. I tell you what, I get excited about a new place to eat. Go try it out. There've been some great restaurants in Murfreesboro that y'all know about. The Hissa wet bread, delicious.
Mm-hmm. Totally, 100% delicious.
Wettest bread. They had a way of
so
getting
wet.
That bread so wet and just tastes just right. Wet bread. That was one. Well, no, and there's plenty of them. It was. I said Hardee's earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A bunch of good restaurants here in town. Well, there's just been a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Wet breads.
Yeah.
We named that one.
Yeah.
I guess we need to get on our Wikipedia. Let's just look around here. Pill sauce and the medicated table.
Medicated table, that's a good place if you're sick and like to eat good food, which you should.
A bag cup or handful.
Oh, well, that's some people, that may be their cup of tea. It ain't mine.
It's not a restaurant, but horse gravy was delicious. It's a delicious food we've featured on this podcast several times. Just so many good ones. Dang, we've had a lot of sponsors over there. The Cobbler Gobbler.
It's
not as
all right.
good.
It's all right. It's so good, like Kroger, something you get there. It's good.
Peanuts Pocket Steakhouse.
Well,
it's just a walk down memory lane right now, folks.
All these, we don't have to read them all, but there's so many good restaurants, and I just couldn't think of them all because the only one that's on my mind right now is my sponsor this week, and I'm telling you what, it's something else. It's TV Buffet, and it's just good buffet. I think on the weekends I got on sliced roast beef and. It's like Luby's, but different from what I understand. Because you've been to Luby's. Remember you've been to Luby's and you waiting in the line, and it's driving you crazy. Especially, let's say you're going to Luby's at Sunday right after church.
Oh, it's too many people.
So, and they're all slow because they're probably up in age, which that's fine. But, I may be slow. You may be behind me and say, oh, the hell. I just want to get to the end. He slice it off for me, get it on my plate. Let's get this bottle rolling,
Yep.
Then that's all you can think of. I try to think about the food and how good it's going to be when I get to it. But,
But just waiting in that line is almost unbearable. I know what you mean. It's intolerable.
Well, nowadays, when you go pump your gas in a lot of these places, you put the gas thing in, and after you put the thing comes on, you showed me, the TV comes on, scared the hell out of me, come out the window. I said, what the hell is that? And you put the gas in it, and the TV comes on the thing.
Yeah, they got a little monitor there showing you commercials and clips from late night shows and how much you can get 2 hot dogs for $1 in the gas station now and a Reese's stick.
Well, now, at TV Cafe, they got all that you just talked about to watch. And everything else, every channel, which way, little things like TV like this big, all the way down a buffet, everywhere you stop. So instead of sitting there waiting for him to finish getting enough mashed potatoes on his plate, he keep putting it on too much. Well, you ain't worried about that because you just watching old, let's say, Jay Leno. Jay Leno's still on TV, isn't he?
Nope.
Huh?
No, he's not.
Who's on? Who?
What's his name? Tonight Show.
What's his name? On
Jimmy Fallon.
Show. Yeah,
Couldn't remember.
I wouldn't want to watch that. Might as well be on Jay Leno on there. But, all sorts of shows, just talk shows, news, what's going on right now. Somebody was at the TV buffet getting a good plate of chicken or pot roast, whatever they got on there. And they got a lot, from what I understand, they got a lot of choices on the buffet. There's a lot of choices on there. And not only a lot of choices, but a lot of things to see on TV. So I've been to a lot of people there at the TV buffet while they're filling up their plate full of scalloped potatoes. They're seeing right now Rubio come in second.
So they're showing little news clips.
Yeah.
Well, who is making this? Like, is it just... Are they putting it together there at the TV buffet?
Well, they're starting it there, and they're going to try to improve on it. If it goes over well at TV buffet, that's the home base of it here. They're gonna offer these little TV things. It's something I never seen anything like it. It's a screen about this big. It's about that big right there. Never seen anything. But
how would you describe that to the folks who are just listening?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, take my thumbs and my index finger, hold it up. It's just like a little screen. Little screen.
Yep.
It's like a little screen, and it's lined up along. And you know how many channels are on cable nowadays? They're just
like 1,000.
Something like that. I don't even know how many things I got. I just switched over from one to another thing, and I ain't figured out how to work a clicker yet, just right to get to my shows. But it's got a lot on there that it wasn't on the other one, so I want to pay for less. So somebody did me wrong. Yeah, I got to get them babies on the phone. But either way, this place, if it works out here, they're going to offer these little tiny screens to, Luby's or any other buffet down the road. You test it here, see if it works. If it works good, you name it. Golden Corral, all these places, Ryan's Steakhouse, you probably going to have these little TVs. You sit there, just look at it while you wait for, you know how the line gets, sometimes they run out of something. And you ain't going to pass it. You're going to sit there and wait. So we got some more coming. Wait.
Do they put that information on the screens?
What?
Like, gravy be here soon, folks, flashing on the screen so that people know.
Whoever's working back there says that. The TV's just got TV. The person says, without that, enjoy, some of whatever.
Well, if I was it, I don't want to tell TV Buffet how to run their business, but if I were them, I don't know why I'd need that son of a bitch taking my money when I could put what he's saying, like, hey, folks, gravy's coming up.
That's what you want.
Put it on the screen.
That's Obama's future. That's what
real-time information.
You won't see it fulfilled. Obama, just less jobs. Why can't that person say, I'll be right back with some more catfish, sour out. It's coming out the oven right now. Hang on 1 second while I'm back there. Watch Hawaii 5-0.
But they show a whole episode of Hawaii 5-0?
Why? I wouldn't think it would take that long for him to go back there and get some more catfish, bring it out, and put it in.
So they're just showing. I mean, Are they just putting direct TV on these monitors?
It's got all different channels. Channels from all the different. They ain't paying favorites or anything. Every channel's on there.
So just every channel you can see, anything you want to watch is on there.
It may not be right in front of it. I don't think you can change it. I think it's on there. But, of course, they're so small. If what's in right in front of you don't like, you just got to look over just a little bit to the right or left, and you'll see something.
What if somebody gets caught up in the story on, like, say, a Bewitched episode, and they don't want to – I guess the channels we're talking about are only showing things for old people. But if they're showing Hawaii 5-0, you're not talking about the new Hawaii 5-0. You're talking about the old, good Hawaii 5-0. Maybe both.
One side old.
What if you're watching like the new Hawaii 5-0 on one screen, and then the next screen has old Hawaii 5-0, and you want to see what happens on the new Hawaii 5-0? So you hang out there in front of the biscuits. And somebody else is like, do I go around? How do I get to them fried apples?
Open your own damn
I'm asking
TV
one
buffet.
simple question.
Well, because you don't anybody sets up a business, people trying to work hard. You ain't ever tried to work hard in your life.
Let me tell you the difference. You go to the gas station, and you're filling your gas, and they say, here's a joke from Jimmy Fallon. It lasts 5 seconds. It's not funny.
It ain't filling your car's gas, filling yours gas. You putting food in you. You go there, and there's every TV show. You go open your own thing up and pump gas or put food out, whatever you want. It makes me so mad. I bring up my sponsor and tell you what a great deal they got going. They give us $25, and I'm happy to talk about, like I said, new restaurant and these. I'm telling you, these little. I ain't never seen these little TV screens, just as small as can be. I don't know. You wouldn't believe it, and it looks just as you can see everything. And you don't like how they got it set up, so you just tell them how to do it right, and I'm sure they'll listen to every damn word. Every sponsor I say on here, you run it down.
How's the food?
It's pretty good. I mean, it ain't good as a little bit, but it's good, you know.
Folks, I got a sponsor this week. That is TV Buffet. Jackie's
I said
sponsor.
TV Buffet. It's somewhere it's good. It's in between Luby's and Gold Corral. It's, you know, it's in between there. Luby's being up here, Gold Corral, it's closer to Luby's is what I was trying to say, but go on.
Folks,
Can't watch TV at Luby's. Just watch an old person in front of you taking forever. So,
I wish I knew what was going on in Murfreesboro right now.
huh?
I do. Thanks to Lille-Oh oat milk.
What?
She's the one who keeps me up to date on what's happening in Murfreesboro with her local small town news and gossip newsletter, texting service. She'll call you depending on what tier you subscribe at. That's Lille-Oh oat milk. When I was in New Hampshire, how was I going to find out that Mayor Bane Jekyll has been spotted at the Kroger at 3 a.m. several mornings in a row buying them little wax things of soda, Coca-Cola, cold drink, soda water, you know, look like little bottles of soda.
What does it matter what
Coca-Cola. You bite off the thing, you drink that sugar water out of there. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what it is, but I don't care
That
whether
is
he's
some
drinking
small
anybody else.
town gossip for you. You know, he kicked drinking and drugs and everything he was on before he transformed into the radical prison popular uprising leader who later transitioned into the conservative three-piece suit wearing but still in a mask. Hard to understand.
He's doing a good
mayor
job.
of our town.
He's doing a fine job of this town. If he wants to eat that candy and any other kind
so
of candy,
you know
it
when
don't
you
make
kick
any
that
damn
stuff, you
difference
need
to
a lot
him.
of sugar, and I think that's where he's getting his sugar.
Well, it doesn't matter. He can get it wherever he wants to. It's his own business. That's I don't like gossip, whether it's on computer or in the store or anywhere, church, or don't matter. Picnic, don't matter. Gossip is gossip. You can make it fancy and give it a big name, put it on a computer.
Yep.
It's still gossip,
It's
and it's
gossip
a waste of damn
and
time.
important for us to know.
No, it
and
ain't.
I know so much about what, if you're in Murfreesboro, what you are doing right now. I know so much thanks to Lille-Oh oat milk and her network of spies and tongue-wagging busybodies.
Spies.
Folks, I mean, did you know? I know we talked a little bit about some of this last week, but I've got so much more news and gossip for you this week. Jackie, you know you've been to the damn Golden Monster, ain't you? The Golden Monster?
If I've been there, I went there for the food, not the gossip. I
Okay.
like that's a buffet. They could use little
They
TV
should get
screens
together
too.
with-
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to stay in business,
I
it's
don't
the
know
way of
why
the
you
future,
need
so it's
TV
just
screens
whatever.
when you've got a soap opera going on in the back.
I don't care what's going on back. I'm there to eat the food. I don't want to know what's gossip's going on.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know that little girl who
No.
fills up the orange chicken trough?
No.
Not the
I
trough.
don't
That's
know
a
what-
restaurant.
I
The
don't know
bin
any of them
that goes in
personally.
the-
You know
who I'm talking about, though, right?
She bring a mint.
Uh-huh.
She'll bring you a mint to the table when she
Well,
decides
you know
you're through.
that-
Sometimes she decides a little too soon because I know looks like I'm eating a lot, but I hadn't had anything to eat that day. She thinks after 2 plates every time, here's your mint. You know, she's pushing you out the door. What she's doing, I understand, but I mean, if it says buffet, all you can eat, that's what it should be. Nobody should be putting.
I don't know that she's judging. It may be like she's trying to help you make healthful choices.
I don't want nobody to help me make healthy. I got Obama for that.
You know that little boy there, he busts the tables. Always got them hands full of sudsy, soapy dishwater. Well, let me tell you something. They seen that girl that fills up the orange chicken bin
All right.
with soapy handprints.
All right, that don't mean nothing, and it ain't nobody's business. Whatever, if they's doing anything,
On her butt.
you there to eat. I don't want to know about nothing on nobody's butt when I'm going somewhere to eat.
And she had a hickey.
All right,
So it sounds like things are escalating.
just shut up.
And you heard about murky shellbacks?
I don't. don't want to. First off, I don't care first thing about Murky Shellback or his boats or anything else. So I don't care what it is. Whatever
well,
you say,
as rumor would have it.
Oh, hell.
Last week, we were talking about old Murky Shellbacks and about how he was wanting another kid. But he didn't want to put his own DNA out into the world.
The baby
he doesn't like anybody in his family.
That he's with, it cries all day. Why the hell
Well,
would
maybe
that
he
make
won't.
you want
I guess he's grown accustomed to its wail.
All right.
But he doesn't also want to go through the rigmarole of adoption. So he, and I think there was one time when his wife thought she was pregnant. I'd have to go back and look on Wikipedia, but I think that turned out not to be true, if memory serves. So he was just looking for people who were busy or negligent and had kids, more like a daycare center, but also sort of like an unofficial father. Like he wanted to be in a position where if he wanted to take him to Disneyland, he didn't have to ask anybody.
All right,
But he's not getting paid to watch them, where he has to do a bunch of like
enough
paperwork with the city. Well, he's got about 3 kids in there, and we're not sure where they come from.
What?
But he's happy as can be. He's like, listen to all these kids cry. And he revs up his truck.
All right.
And they all started crying.
Somebody needs sending somebody down resources down there. Check that out. He shouldn't have a one baby in there. Granted, I know his mama's going through. I understand the situation. I understand maybe not have it in the truck cab.
She looks good. His wife looks good. I went to school with her, and she looks good.
Okay, enough.
For her age and in that bikini. And she wore it all winter long.
I don't want heck.
And that's what Lille-Oh oat milk has been. Now, some folks have been saying, I got on the message boards for the Lille-Oh oat milk message boards, and some people are saying, why are the only 3 people we're hearing about Mayor Bain Jekyll and his wax candy Coca-Cola buying, teenage dishwashers at a Chinese restaurant, and probably the most interesting one, the mysterious origins of these children that Murky Shellbacks is driving around. But there's a whole town. How many people in Murfreesboro?
I don't know.
I'm paying $80 a month for this, and she texts me all the time. Calls me, because once you get on the list, Jackie, you can't opt out.
I don't want to be on no list. Nobody better put me on
any
list.
Get on
the
it.
Computer. No, I won't get on it.
If she chooses to place you on it and start billing
will not.
you.
If she does, I'll get a good Nashville lawyer and have something to say about that.
Well,
if you put my name on a computer on a list without my knowing it, you in trouble.
Well, you are going until that case comes to before a judge.
Right.
You are going to get so many text, letters, phone calls.
I don't even know. I ain't getting no text first off because I don't know. I ain't got the thing to get it on.
She came to my house the other night.
Don't. If your phone keeps ringing over and over again, I'll take it right off of. Just lay it on the ground.
But Lille-Oh says like she's just kind of starting. She's about to change. She may change the name to Deadline Murfreesboro.
What?
But she's just kind of starting and building this empire, and she wants to focus. She feels like she's got a really good grasp on these 3 developing stories. 3 developing stories.
It's gossip, first off, but it's gossip. Why would anybody be interested in any of that? None of that. I could care less why somebody eats something from a grocery store. I could care less why somebody put his hands there. At work, I don't care. First thing about children showing up.
That's
that's for the law enforcement to look into, not me. That's gossip, and it's a waste of damn time. And if somebody's gonna be an idiot and pay $80 for that,
well, I wanted a higher tier. You can start out at $9.99, and you just get like a weekly email. But I wanted a higher tier because I wanted all the gossip. But I told her when she gave me $25 for this, and then I gave her $35 for my weekly. I said, hey, are we going to learn any good gossip about somebody like doing it? Or any sexy gossip?
I don't want to hear anything about that.
She said, oh, yes. She said, my spies, my tongue-wagging busybodies, my network of tongue-wagging busybodies are out there. They are looking for any evidence of people doing it. They're just coming up short. I said, I know people are doing it in Murfreesboro. I could tell you something.
Right.
So I may go to work for her as one of her spies.
Oh, good Lord.
So that is Lille-Oh Oat Milk, Murfreesboro gossip columnist. You want to sign up at probably a higher tier. I mean, right now it may not seem worth it, but if you want to get in there and get grandfathered in at one of these higher tiers, because the prices are going up, she said, so you're going to want to get in now. Because when the gossip starts rolling in about people in Murfreesboro doing it, you want a ringside seat to that. Let me tell you.
I don't want to know first thing about
it.
It's
Coming,
not my business.
folks.
That's personal business. It's nobody's business.
Good
but
Murfreesboro gossip.
I know.
What if you weren't even in?
I think.
What if you were on the road again? How would you know who's doing
I'm not
it to
going
who?
anywhere. I went up to New Hampshire. That's it. People
How
gave
would
us
you
money
know?
to go there, and I ain't going nowhere else. I'm back here, and that's the end
What
of it.
restaurant teenager is touching which
I
other
don't care
restaurant
what anything
teenager's
about that
butt?
teenager's butts. I don't care anything about no matter where it is, restaurant or not. I ain't gonna pay anybody money for that. That's a waste of their money.
So that is Lille-Oh Oat Milk.
Hell.
And Jackie's sponsor was TV
Buffet. Good Lord.
And
That
now
makes
we're
more
here
sense.
at the end of our podcast.
They ain't got a song yet. Gonna write a song.
We're going to get a good song, a good
Say
ending
at
song.
the end, that's figure if anything out of the Kistar money, you should at least get
A farewell song.
on each of these things.
So we thank
working
you.
on. Ain't got it yet, so just pretend you're hearing a song now, I guess, and then
Folks, if you're listening to us and you ain't watched our videos in New Hampshire, please go to YouTube and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, please
Start
do.
checking out our videos. If you're listening to this, there's a video version of this on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or however you get podcasts.
need all y'all get together. Yeah,
Yeah, we need everybody to get together. What other? Twitter, Facebook.
rates and reviews, iTunes,
Yep.
Chachi,
Yep.
Twitters,
Yep.
Facebooks.
Yep,
Uh,
all of them.
I'm missing something.
We thank
It's
you
been a
again
while
for the
since I've done it.
Kickstarters who give us money, and we really appreciate that. Everything almost is out. There's a couple people we ain't give you your talk over movies to. There's a few people need a painting.
There's got 3 paintings. I'm gonna get the painting. And say hi. Do we say hi to Marty?
No.
What?
Hi, Marty. Should
Who?
have done that at the beginning.
Well, yeah, I know it. Nobody.
Maybe we
wants
can
to
go back at the beginning and go, hey, Marty, and we're going to do it. Tommy Cash's friend, Marty, we just want to say, hey, Marty.
Hey, Marty, thanks for listening. Sorry if you had to listen all the way to the end just for this, but maybe we can put it at we'll figure something out.
Next time
we'll do it at the beginning.
Next time we'll do it at the beginning.
So
I'll write
you'll
it down on our
he'll
notes.
Get an ending and then a beginning, right?
That's right.
You get both. So good for you. Or not, I don't know,
Yeah.
That's what you like. So be it.
I think you, yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.